Welcome into the ATB show. It is atbshow.com. You can go there.
Tried to catch me, didn't you?
No, we did not try to catch you. I just, I wanted some real life stuff.
You're back,
we're moving,
baby.
We're shaking. Yeah, exactly. We are brought to you by our dear friends Joe and Leslie, AAA Work Trucks. That's where Rubba Shoes was. He was out in the driveway dropping stuff. If you haven't seen the commercial of Rubba Shoes disappointing his wife in 4K, or it's probably
How
shot
have
in
we
720p.
not played it on the show? Honestly, we need to play it on the show. Can you get a copy, Rubba Shoes?
Adam.
Sure, I have it somewhere.
I struggle when Scotty wants to screen share. Because but honestly, and here's the thing, and I guess we'll never know. When you're on this end, I don't have screen share. I'm sure I do.
So weird.
I digress. I'm sure I have screen share ability, but Scotty's showing me oh, he's got it's right there. I don't know where I would do that. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. But let's just keep the show on the air, shall we?
Yeah, sure. That's a good idea.
We're gonna do that. We've
Not always a given.
Uncle Duke's in beautiful downtown Maine. Adam is in Connecticut. Rubba Shoes is in the Los Angeles studios, the LA studios, and I'm hanging out in New Hampshire. We're gonna rip the Band-Aid. We're gonna get it over with quickly. Rubba Shoes and I were in the green room, and I said, "What's the? I guess it's not a magic number. What's the negative number for the Red Sox? Why are we still doing this? That's all I'm asking. It's almost it's like New Year's Eve with the countdown, the balls dropping.
This is my Star Wars episode 4 episode, A New Hope. His name is Trevor Story.
Oh.
His name is Trevor Story.
Oh, you're optimistic.
Help me, Trevor Story.
No,
You're our only hope.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Did I confuse you?
No, I know who Trevor Story is. So does the medical staff. So does the bench. Yeah, we're all familiar. So, why? What is he going to do in the waning moments of the season? What are you excited about?
Something.
Something
better than what I've seen the last week.
And there's your Red Sox update, everybody.
That's right. And we're done.
The worst thing is friggin' Royals are on a huge losing streak. They lost 7 in a row.
Yeah.
The Red Sox
That's
haven't picked
what
up a
Rubba
game.
Shoe said. He goes, the
Yeah,
only
we
reason
have a
we're
game
still,
grab, but we
the
have a
only reason
loss
we're still
grab.
breathing is because they stink.
Yeah, we've lost 4 straight. They lost 7. But
Well,
still
it's
4
good
back.
news is that they already ruined our summer, so there's not much worse that they can do.
If we
Only another month
remember,
to
it was
the summer
late
wasn't
winter,
ruined.
early spring when Rubba Shoes screamed, "They're ruining my summer."
Yeah.
He said it before summer kicked in.
So Labor Day is the unofficial end of summer, and so
We
they
still have till the
didn't ruin
21st of
up
September.
to Labor Day weekend. Now my fall's ruined.
Oh my God!
But
Well,
I
good
have
thing
a
you
new
have
hope.
Patriots.
Trevor Story.
What
Yeah.
are we waiting for? What am I going to see on sports? Oh, I'm not going to see it on SportsCenter because DirecTV got rid of ESPN. But anyway, if I had it, what would I see on SportsCenter that Trevor Story is going to do that would be so exciting?
I don't know. We'll find out hopefully this weekend.
Is he coming back? What's
he's in Worcester right now.
Hope?
Okay.
What gives you such hope, Rubber Shoes?
Anything. Anything gives me hope at this point. September call-ups.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, no, I agree with them on that. Like watching kids come up and get a shot and maybe finding somebody who could be part of the actual team next year. That's exciting. But
Jacoby
Trevor
Ellsbury,
Story-
Jacoby Ellsbury came up as a call-up in 2004 and gave us some magic, and the rest, they say, is history.
Yeah. Or his story.
Oh.
Trevor.
Oh.
Anyway, all right.
I liked that. That was
The
good.
whole segment sucked because it was about the Red Sox. So we're moving on. Obviously, it's a football
Rubber
week.
Shoes wore his full uniform for
I know,
the Red Sox segment.
I went to the
Get to
closet.
move on
My
after
original,
5
my
seconds.
original
Jesus, here we
thought
go. You got
was
him
to
going
grab.
on Liddell's now. All right, I'll be back
I was
later.
gonna grab my Brady jersey because I'm
Okay.
already in the We Miss Brady, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna bring hope to the show today.
You should have worn a Connecticut Sun jersey then if you
That
wanted
was
to
it.
bring hope to the show.
Oh no, I wanted to bring more viewers to the show.
Well, wait a minute. The back of your shirt, what is it? Spaceman Lee? Whose shirt are you wearing? Is that Fred Lynn?
Pedro. This
Pedro,
is
all right.
Pedro 99 All-Star Game jersey.
Love it.
Oh,
Love
my.
it.
I like that. I like that. That's nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
Is that the Zimmerman year? No, that wasn't the Zimmerman year. What? That was 04, right?
04, yeah.
Yeah.
All the good things happened that year.
Right.
Oh, when he tackled Zimmer?
Yeah, it was Zimmer. Yeah.
And then Zimmer had the Army helmet on in the dugout.
Yeah.
Well, he actually
good old
afterwards.
Veritek punched Rodriguez in the face.
That was the best moment ever. Best moment ever.
Great year.
That's right.
How many prints of that picture have been sold throughout New England? I bet
There's one at our house.
At least one.
I'm sure there is.
Yep.
I'm sure
I
there
have
is.
one at our house
I had
too.
one
Yep.
too.
Yep.
That's right. So all four of us have it.
Absolutely. Well, if you remember, we were doing our Mount Rushmore, and I said that remember I said Veritek was my guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For that fight.
The thing
Just for
is,
that
Jason
one,
Veritek will not autograph that picture.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, because he
Why
thinks
not?
that he let the team down that day by losing his cool.
That was the day the proverbial worm turned that day.
And he was the captain, and he's supposed to act like a captain. And
He
so
was. Captain, captain. That was
He wasn't
marvelous.
He wasn't wrong in the statement he said, though. We don't throw at 200 hitters. That's what he said to A-Rod, and A-Rod lost his shit.
Yeah.
So good. So good. It was awesome.
The good
all
old
right, so let's
years.
winding down. How far, while we're still on baseball for 13 seconds, how far do the Yankees get?
This is the most we've done on baseball, I think, this whole summer.
And it's fucking tragic, so let's get this over with. Anyway, so...
Rubber Shoes is so excited though. He's like 10 minutes on.
We're here.
Baseball.
We're going from this to football. The rest of the show is
ATB,
football. There's
all
nothing
the
else to talk about.
baseball.
Yeah, all the balls. All the balls.
Yeah. Hopefully not far.
What do you?
If
What,
you're a
no, but
Red Sox
honestly,
fan.
what do you think? How far do you think they get?
I don't think they get past the first. So they'll be. It all depends. Also, like the Orioles, hopefully will get the bye, and that means the Yankees have to play in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they. I don't think they have a good enough pitching to get very far in the playoffs. So hopefully they lose in the first round.
All right.
Although it would probably it might be. It'll be the Red Sox or the Royals probably in the first round.
If we sneak in.
the Royals.
All right.
Yeah.
It'd be the Royals.
It'd be the Royals.
I hate to be,
Detroit's stuck in there.
Oh yeah, Detroit's
in
right
there
there.
in the hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
playing
that won't happen.
decent.
Yeah, as long as it's not the
nobody seems
Yankees.
to want
That's all. Yeah. If
Actually,
it's not
it could be an exciting if the Red Sox wake up. They tried juggling the lineup a little bit last night. So if they get Trevor Story back and he can,
so big on this,
add some, I'm not expecting much because he's probably the hardest thing to do is to jump back in after not doing anything for 6 months and to hit a fastball in the major league. So I'm not expecting a lot offensively, but I think defensively he can help in that. So if he can play shortstop or second base full time, then Rafaela can play the other position. That shores up your defense. And Duran in second and shortstop. Center field. I think that helps. That brings stability to your defense, and eventually they're going to hit again. They're just in a team-wide slump right now. The one thing that does concern me is Devers. Devers is definitely hurting. He missed 3 games. His shoulders, he hasn't looked right since he's come back. He's like 2 for almost 30, I think, since he's come back. And he lucked out a single last night.
Yeah.
I see an optimism in Rubber Shoes' eyes I haven't seen in a long time. So, I give you a lot of credit, Rubber Shoes. You're hanging in there.
I told you this is so how Scotty Dukes is with the Patriots. That's how I am with the Red Sox.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
If this guy comes back, we'll be just fine. Don't you worry.
I still think they're gonna win 120 games. Still, I think.
Rubber Shoes is like, maybe we'll get Chris Sale back, and he comes back. He'll pitch really well for us.
Yeah, my 63 and 99's out the window, right? That's no good.
Yeah,
that's no good.
Chris Sale winning the side. Although, when he was traded to the Braves,
Unbelievable.
I thought this could happen, but this wouldn't have happened if he stayed with the Red Sox.
No.
So I can get past it, and I'm glad for him that he's having a healthy season. Have you seen the stats that he's pitched more innings for the Braves this year than he has for the Red Sox in the last 4 seasons?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Crazy.
what year was it that LeBron bought into the Fenway group?
Oh, the LeBron jinx. I love it, Adam.
I thought you would like that.
I do like.
Although
this.
I think they won a championship since he's been part of
no.
it. But I do like that take.
LeJinx. I like that.
The LeJinx,
Yes.
yes. I think it is a thing.
Oh my god, what a shit show.
I mean, it's
Dude.
certainly happening for the
So-
Lakers.
I mean, why start with actual correct stats now? So let's just go with it.
Yeah,
I was just
I'm here
saying,
for it.
I
Yeah, they haven't won since LeBron.
It's been
Signed
since.
up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. It's
Yep.
been
Yep,
since.
I'm with it.
No, Red Sox. Last
go
Red
ahead.
Sox was 18, right?
Stop,
Mhm.
stop
Yeah,
Scotty, stop looking it up.
Stop looking at
No, it was 18. It was
2021.
18. He bought it in 21, so it is the LeJinx.
so- okay.
Oh, it's
All
the
right.
LeJinx.
Wow,
The LeJinx is happening.
That's what I said. I'm like, it was 18 was our
Okay.
last World Series.
So he
That's
had.
phenomenal.
Wow, I thought he was part a lot longer ago. So that's
Yep.
okay. We could
Interesting.
definitely go with that.
Interesting.
All right, I'm
That's
starting the
hashtag
boycott.
James.
And annoying. Yeah.
So I will stop bringing signs to the game that says "Buy LeBron out."
Oh my god.
That's good, Rubber Shoes. I like that.
Or you could dress up like him. Do like the face
Oh,
black.
that
See how
would-
that works in
no,
Boston.
no, no.
Yeah.
That would be
Lakers
not
gear.
a problem at all. That would be no problem at all.
I told
Did
you,
you
I
see
don't
Rubber
Definitely
Shoes
get
got
our
arrested?
show on the
Wow.
news.
Well, yeah, right.
I
right.
do not have any.
Forget the
Any
Lowell
Lakers
Sun.
gear.
We'd be on the Today Show.
Honestly, can you imagine? Podcaster from ATB wearing blackface.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
Oh, I would
We're all on the
definitely
Today Show be
quit.
like, we all saw it coming, but we didn't know how to stop it.
We couldn't stop him. We could only hope to contain him. Oh.
What's he
I was
disappointed
able
as
to do
Mike
it in the
first
'80s, but definitely
returning
can't do it now.
No, you
No,
couldn't
you
do it
should
in the
not-
80s. We
you
shouldn't
shouldn't
have been
have
doing
done
it
it in the 80s either, Rubber Shoes.
Nobody should have been doing that in the 80s. It was never a good idea.
Oh, man.
Holy Moses.
Oh, wow.
All right, let's talk about
amazing.
that big Boston College win Monday night.
Oh, Rubber Shoes is super salty about that.
No,
Super
I love it.
salty.
So
He's excited.
I don't
He's
know
on board.
why people think I'm not a BC fan. I am a BC fan. I just prefer.
You can't be a
Notre Dame.
BC fan and a Notre
first.
Dame fan, can you?
Sure, you
That's
can.
like being
They've
a
only-
Lakers fan and a Celtics fan. Oh, that's right. You
They've
are.
only
that. Yep, that's
they've
right.
only played each other a handful of times, and each time I feel like BC has caused depression in my life, but I still respect
that.
them.
I love that. I'm happy to hear that.
I mean, I went to the game. Doug
Timmy did a lot of
Flutie
praying at the
played
seminary for that.
against
Mhm.
North Carolina, UNC. It was at Sullivan Stadium,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
I
guy.
think he had like 6 or 7 touchdown passes in that game. I used to go to a lot of BC stuff with my dad.
The thing that's interesting is if you talk to a BC fan, we consider Notre Dame our rival. If you talk to Notre Dame, they do not consider BC their rival.
Yeah, it's USC is Notre Dame's big rival.
Yeah, we are not their rival. I mean,
Yeah.
when it happens and it's the holy war, it's fun. But like in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things, and now when here's the irony, because who are you floating out there with right now? Army and Air Force, and
What,
UMass.
the independent?
Is it no, not UMass? It's UConn. I don't know. There's a handful that are like not. Yeah. Is
Yeah,
it
I think
you?
there's
What's
only-
UConn doing?
No, I think
terrible.
UConn's part of.
UConn's
a
locked.
conference.
UConn's locked into a conference. It's
Yeah, it's just. I think it's just Army, Navy, and Notre Dame.
Okay, that's what it is. All right, I thought Air Force. No, Air Force is out. Air Force is in
yeah,
the.
they used to be in the WAC or something
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
don't know these conferences anymore.
And you guys get to make your own schedule, so you
Pac-10 is-
don't book any time, so we never play each other anymore. Like I don't even know the next time that we're supposed to play each other. I don't think it's
Yeah.
actually scheduled.
Which actually we should play because we do play at least 2 ACC teams a year. So
yeah,
we should
so we're probably in
eventually
that
play each
rotation,
other.
but we should play each other all the time.
Yeah, I agree.
But
it's
I
good for
would also
college
argue
football.
that we have to earn our way back into that. I mean,
They made a big step.
We have Duquesne this Saturday,
That was
which
so
is French for "Why are you on my schedule?"
I don't
what
know
are we doing?
if you saw my text I sent you just to you, Timmy, about congratulating on the game, and you got to watch out that your quarterback might get stolen in the portal next year.
So I read that. Scotty, let me read this to you. Let me read this to you. Hold on. Where is it? It's here somewhere.
So angry.
I don't want to paraphrase for the court.
No, it was because at the end I said it would be a shame.
So, but Rubber Shoes, Rubber Shoes, you and I were just talking about things being taken out of context. Yesterday, 4:49 p.m. Nice win last night. You need to worry about losing your QB to the portal next year. It would be a shame. Now,
It would.
and I looked at it and I'm like, I'm going to protect our friendship and not respond. Because that felt like it was coming from a salty place.
No, because it's.
And my response was later today. I sent him the picture of our new leaf blower for golf, for fall golf. Yeah.
Notre Dame is one of the Ohio State. They has spent an enormous amount of money in the portal this past season, and I know Notre Dame's last 2 quarterbacks were plucked out of the portal the last 2 seasons. And
what's fascinating?
I don't
that
think
you bring
it's
that
right.
Up. No. Here's the thing. Like I agree with you. Yes. Like we're never going to go back to before the portal, so that's out the window, and you got to get on board. What's his name? The guy down in Clemson. Dabo.
Dabo Sweeney.
Yeah, Dabo's not going to do it. Just in case anybody hasn't caught up with that whole story, Dabo's going to stay out of the portal.
He's not. He's still.
You know who didn't this past offseason? This past offseason, 3 teams did not go into the portal. Do you want to guess who they were?
BC.
Nope.
Navy and Army.
No. Clemson, Navy, and Army.
Oh.
Dude, the kid that you're worried is going to leave us in the portal came to us in the portal. Tommy Castellanos came to us last year.
But he was there last year, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But he came in, so as a sophomore, he came out of his freshman year at Central Florida and came in. So we got him last year. The irony is we got him in the portal through Jeff Hafley. Who are the Packers playing this week? I'm rooting for them. Jeff Hafley brought him in through the portal, and then Jeff Hafley sort of the reason he escaped, and I get it. Like, listen, at Jeff Hafley's age, we're not a destination coaching spot, right? We are always going to be at a coach of that age. We're going to be the place that you go to maybe build a resume, then leave, or escape to be the defensive coordinator for the Packers. Either way, right? Bill O'Brien, his wife went here. Like, he's said out loud 38,000 times to anyone who will listen, he's here to stay, which is super exciting. And he's got experience in the whole mentality of recruiting and the portal. He's well aware, and they're going to play hard in that space, which is really good for us. Could Castellanos leave us for his senior year somewhere else? Sure. Like, what you said isn't untrue, but when you said it, I'm like, I don't think that you know that we got him there.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, and the other challenge with, Chestnut Hill University is, I keep saying to Janina, my fear is I'd go down there and be like, can you show me the division of the athletic department that's actively working on NIL? And it's Casey Affleck in a Dunks jacket, you know what I mean? It's like two interns and a degenerate gambler, hitting scratch tickets and playing Keno. So like, I'm not sure that we are leaning into building a monster of an NIL department within the athletic department. the way other universities. I'm quite positive we aren't, but I think we'll get there because if anything showed up on Monday night against Florida State, you could just see there was just a different mentality. Nobody left when Hafley left.
Well,
that's
like
a
I
statement.
said,
As soon as O'Brien was in, the kids were like, I'm good. I'm here. The day after O'Brien got announced, Castellano said, I'm staying. Like, nobody left. And so he's got all those people. And now we get to see who he's going to bring in. That's super exciting. And don't get me wrong. There's not a
Monday
piece of me
night,
that thinks we will
like,
ever win a national title in this brave new world. Because if you saw the interview after the game, the girl was talking to Castellanos, and she's like, "Great game for you guys. You must be excited. What's it going to be like going back to campus?" He's like, "Yeah, I got to go to class tomorrow. I'm a BC kid." Meanwhile, the 37-year-olds on the other sideline are putting their ankle bracelets back on, calling their parole officers, saying, "I'll be back in my room in 10 minutes." Oh, stop it.
Come on.
I dare any kid on that team to spell Florida.
That's
Any
like,
of them.
wow,
Any of them.
holier
Any
than
of them.
thou.
Nope.
Holier
I
than
just
thou.
watched the
Catholics versus the
Catholic,
convicts.
Yeah, I just watched that. The
My
E60
goodness.
the other day.
None of those kids can spell Florida. None of them. None of them.
I don't think the
Wow.
coach can.
Yeah, he's up against it. So Florida State has a bye week to get ready for. I don't know who they have next.
They have a
But
bye week in the second week of the season?
Third. Don't forget they went
third.
they went to Ireland, lost to Georgia
Oh,
Tech.
right.
That was my biggest fear.
Right.
Like
Week 0.
I presumed Florida State was going to beat us up Monday night.
Right.
And then when
Because
they go to Ireland, lose to Georgia Tech, I'm like, oh God, they're coming in hot. You know. But I did say I was at the neighborhood draft on Monday afternoon, and I said Memphis. Okay, I said we'll hold our own. We're gonna beat the spread. We're gonna lose by 8 or 9. I mean, I'm thrilled with what we saw, and I also know, and everybody could probably say this for the team that's closest to their heart, we play to the level of our opposition.
Oh, sure.
Like, if we go out and Duquesne all over ourselves Saturday afternoon, I'm going to lose my natural mind. Honestly, what we should do on Saturday afternoon at 3:30 at Chestnut Hill University is only run the ball. That's what we should do. We should just eat clock, run the ball, and just, nobody gets injured. It's Jerry Seinfeld talking about the horse race. You win, I win, we all get an oat bag. Like, just, nobody trips each other and knocks each other over. Like, yeah, let's just finish the game Saturday. And the one thing, it was a power move, and the guys in the booth said it. When we took a knee at the very end of the game, it could have finished 35-13. And in college football, that matters. And we took a knee, and they're like, that's almost more of a dominant move. Like, you're telling them we could score right now and we're taking a knee, but nobody's going to remember that later. And again, I'm thinking big picture, like if there's a vote to get into the top 12, and I don't think we'll be there because we're never going to have the strength of schedule. Duquesne, Saturday, 3:30, Chestnut Hill. We're never going to have the schedule that's going to argue us into the top 12. We're just not.
Your biggest opportunity to push that, obviously crush Duquesne, whatever, but then you have number 9 Missouri.
Mizzou, yeah.
If they win, if Mizzou wins, right, this weekend, they'll probably go up potentially to 7, right? But if you can beat a top 10 team at their place, you're in top 25. Now all of a sudden you've beaten 2 top 25 teams on the road, and now you're in the conversation. But then you got to pretty much run the table the rest of the way.
Oh, 1,000%.
Because you don't have, other than Louisville as the only other one, I think. Yeah, that's a top 25 right now. Everything else is everyone else is outside of that. But the ACC is not really.
No, but that's the thing. They can, if they win the ACC championship, they could be right in there.
Yeah, they have
make
to
the
just
top 12.
Yeah.
Right. They have to just play well in the ACC, even if they do lose 1 or 2 games, as long as they can make it into the ACC championship game.
It's exciting, and anyone who's listened to me, and I think I've said it on the show too.
I don't think the ACC is stacked this year.
The ACC's not stacked. We are happily almost in third place as far as all the divisions go. It's SEC,
almost in third place.
SEC, Big Ten, and we're fighting with the SWAC probably. I don't know. The ACC is. I would say the ACC's in third.
The ACC has 2 divisions also, correct?
Yep. Atlantic and Coastal. So
you have to win your division to go to the championship game.
Yep. which ironically we did, and we won the championship in our first year in 2005. And ever since then, we've
Natty
just decided
Ice.
to. Yeah, we had Ryan. Yeah, Ryan was 5, 6, 7, 8. Was Ryan? Yeah, 5, 6, 7, whatever. Yep. Because his last year, Matty Ryan's last year, we beat Vodtech at Vodtech in Blacksburg, and we were number 2 in the country. The good old days. Anyway. So yeah,
If you just get Trevor Story off of waiver wires, you'll be good.
If I could get Trevor under center, because we're going to lose Castellanos to the portal, so it's all very active. It's all very active.
Oh man!
Anyone who's listened to me has asked me like, "What do you think of the Patriots?" and blah blah. Blah. Hey, O'Brien at BC. I'm like, I'm way more excited about Boston. And I said this on the show. I know he did. Way more excited about Saturdays than I am Sundays right now, for sure.
Well, isn't that your normal?
So now I know how Scotty and Rubber Shoes feel. I haven't felt this way in a while. So,
well, if you get spanked by Duquesne, I think your tune might change pretty quickly.
Wow, did you just put that out into the ether?
Sorry, I just realized it as it was coming out of my mouth. I apologize.
Well, what I'm excited about, Scotty's got tickets for his boys for Michigan State. My prediction is, not that I want it because I'm old and senile and I want to get home for Lawrence Welk, but my prediction is this weekend we do what we need to do at home with Duquesne. If we can if we can keep it interesting, dare I say, win at Mizzou week 3. We come back from Michigan State on the 21st. It's the red bandana game. And I think beyond a shadow of a doubt, ESPN pushes that to 7:30. Still won't have it. We're fighting with DirecTV. But anyway, so
what's the red bandana game?
I'll be at the game though, which is good. I won't be able to record it. Sorry, Shirley. What's
the red bandana game? I don't know what that is.
The red bandana game is in honor of Wells Crowther. He's the kid that died in the towers in 2001 with the attacks.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And they do a game every year dedicated to it?
Yeah, so he was on the lacrosse team 1,000 years ago. Not 1,000 years ago, but he was on the lacrosse team when we had one before Title IX. Another show for another time, Adam. We'll do that. Well, I mean, who would have that conversation?
Why not have that conversation now? Let's go.
We just need to get you a blue mic cover. Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta get the whiskey. Scott.
But anyway, and the whole story is when he was little, he always wanted to be a firefighter. And he was he grew up in New York State. He was part of the firefighter team. And when he was growing up, his dad always said, there's 2 handkerchiefs. There's one for show, one for blow. Like one in your pocket, the nice one, and the one you keep in your back pocket to blow your nose. So he grew up just always carrying a red handkerchief. Okay. And he still had it with him. He would bring it to work every day, and he's in the towers, and the fit hits the shan, and he used it to wrap around his face to sort of knock down the smoke while he saved people. Ugh. Parents didn't know where he was. I forget if he worked for Cantor Fitzgerald or one of the firms up there. Obviously, the family doesn't hear from him. They assume the worst, and then all these stories start to surface. I was saved by the guy in the red bandana. I was saved by a guy in the red bandana. And they can account, I think, to his credit, I'm going to get this sort of wrong, 12 to 18 people he saved. Wow. People that he carried down sets of stairs.
Wow.
And then he just never made it out alive. So, yeah, he's it's pretty cool. So the red bandana game, a handful of years ago, no business winning, USC came into the Heights and we beat them. We just always seem to have a little more juju for that game for obvious reasons. But it's a really, really cool game. And his dad has since passed, but his mom and the rest of his family comes out. And it's a disaster on campus. It's a good time.
So funny thing about that game as well is a woman that works on my team at Liberty, based out of Michigan. We've talked about her before, Victoria.
Yeah.
She's the one that her mom went to high school with Magic Johnson, right?
Oh.
And they're from East
another show for another time.
Well, I regret that. Her dad and her uncle are going to be at the game.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've never met them, obviously. She's flown in. She's actually flying in next week for an on-site meeting and stuff. But
nice.
But yeah, so they're going to be at the game. So
nice.
Cool. She's going to let me know like where they are, and I'm going to catch up with them real quick and just say hi and introduce myself and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So
so it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be.
When
good.
Is that game, Scotty?
21st.
The 21st.
Yeah.
21st.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, which is amazing. They do a pretty good job of trying to get it in September. Like, I don't know if there's a date closer to the 11th that we could make it work. I guess there isn't, but sometimes we have it on these really odd weekends. I'm like, we couldn't have done it different. I think they also want it to be a great opponent too. I don't know, but
yeah.
I mean,
well,
if
and the family probably needs to
listening,
be able to make it, right?
It's your fault we didn't have a great opponent. You know,
Oh, jeez.
you're building the schedule. Oh my God. Holy smokes. I mean, Janine joked the other day, we were watching the Bambalamba game, and she's like, yeah, well, I think we play them in 2030. I think we have Bambalamba on our schedule in 2030.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Because, no rush.
Seems that
No
why
rush.
would you?
No
Who
rush.
cares?
Yeah. Anyway, who did you beat the daylights out of, Scotty? Michigan.
Oh, Fresno State.
Fresno State. The Bulldogs.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs.
So, and they got, well, this is a huge game this week. It's Texas. So, this is they have Michigan has a tough schedule this year, clearly. They got USC, they've got Oregon, because the Big Ten is, the Big 60. There's so many teams now.
Is it 18 teams now?
I think it's 18 or 20, something like that. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh
It's massive.
You're going to change the name?
No.
Not that I know of. No.
Stupid.
So yeah, they got Texas this week. Massive game. It's going to be really, they're at home. They're in the big house at least.
Yeah.
So I think the youngest Manning there, I think he played actually because it was kind of a Texas had a blowout last week.
Yeah.
So I think he out there and he threw a touchdown pass or something like that, or he ran one in. I can't remember what it was, but my assumption is
I saw him go in. The place went crazy.
Yeah, their starter is a stud. That kid's a first round draft pick all over. As long as he's healthy. But so it's
that's yours, right? Yours.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
And,
what's a typical Saturday look like when you're setting up for a college game day?
Dad drives the truck through the woods.
No, that's Sunday. You're thinking of Sunday. That's Dad
Sunday.
Pop
Dad starts the car Saturday. It takes that long to warm up.
Yeah, right.
Uncle Jesse.
Saturdays are usually I'm bopping around quite a bit on Saturdays. I record a lot of Michigan games just because it's so hard. I have to.
Oh my God, Rubber Shoes is alive.
Shirley just fell in love with you.
Yeah, I have to.
See, really... Timothy, other people record their programs.
Yeah,
that's two out of four there, Cheryl.
Yep.
You got I got soccer, and then there's taekwondo, and there's Saturday's tough, especially in the early games. If it's I watched the 7:30 game, that was fine. I watched the entire thing. I had no issues with that.
So if you're out in the wild, do you not wear the maize and blue because you're afraid someone's going to run up and give you the score?
You can't. That
because somebody might rush up and be like, dude.
I will. Well, it's happened.
Or do you
before,
presume that all the people are home watching the game, so there's not a risk that you're going to run into somebody in the wild? But
once or twice it's actually happened where I've left the house and I've been wearing my Michigan sweatshirt or something, and I'll be out and about, and I don't mean to be gone when the game actually starts, and then I just happen to and then someone's like, "Oh, did you see that score?" And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!"
That's what I mean. That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's not great. That part annoys the crap out of me. So I mean, sometimes I'll forget that I'm wearing it, but for the most part, I try not to look at anything.
Well,
and then
it can't be that bad because it's Michigan, so there's not as many probably fans in Maine, I would think, as Michigan. Like when I used to record the games in the peak DVR days, the Patriots games, and they were obviously very competitive back in the day. What?
I said that's blasphemy. But
what DVR the Patriots?
Yes.
Come on.
Oh, we did a whole mini series on Adam going to dinner.
Yeah, 100%. I used to be called the human DVR. Yeah. But you'd go to the Stop and Shop, and I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna watch it at it's a 1:00 start. I'm gonna start it at 4 or whatever. So I'd be at the grocery store, and people would be like, oh, you can't believe what just happened with the Patriots, and they never say one way or the other whether it's good or bad. You got to kind of read what their face is saying and whether or not they will be Patriots fans or not.
Let me get this straight. You run into people at the store between 1 and 4 when the game is on. I think they're lying to you because real fans would be watching the game.
Rubber Shoes. It's mostly people that work there between 1 and 4. So they have to work. You know how it is. You have to work.
How are they getting the scores? How are they watching the game?
Their phone,
They're bookie.
Why are you trying to poke holes in my story, Rubber Shoes? Do I need to give you a time by time accounting? Like, what the hell is going on?
I need names.
Maybe it was 1:30. I don't know. Maybe it was 4 o'clock. I don't know what time it was.
What was the clerk's
I just made
name?
up the time. Jesus.
I will say
Billy's
there's
close
one
with
time.
I was trying to relate to Scotty, but whatever.
Rubber Shoes lives in Lowell,
really-
and he's good friends with Arthur T. DeMoulis's. So he's gonna rat those kids out. They're gonna lose their job.
That's right.
Yep.
The Demoulis.
I will have to.
DeMoulis
I usually
is-
do
is-
record
he's-
one.
he's
Patriots
He's got to
game a
take
year,
their
which is
bonus
around
back
my,
that he just gave them.
Oh my God. What's
What
that,
do you
Scotty?
record, Scotty?
one game a year. I usually have to record because my wedding anniversary is September 17th. So usually,
That
we're doing
falls on
something
the-
that weekend, like the weekend before, whatever. So then she's not a big fan of that. So I have gotten out of it, I think, once. And we're coming up on 8 years. So
Gotten out of your wedding anniversary?
no, gotten out of not being able to watch the Patriots
Oh,
like live.
Okay.
Honestly,
No.
maybe doing that, but I don't know. Coming up on 8 years though, going strong.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I don't know how
Yeah, we're coming up. Friday for us is 28 years, and I think we're still married because she'd rather watch the Patriots than spend time with me.
Like that
We're gonna
Drake
get to that
May is
point.
so cute.
Yeah. Yes. Her staring at Tommy's
So,
butt
on the
for
bench.
20 years kept us married, I suppose.
I
good.
did draft Drake May in my keeper league though, so I just
Oh,
stashed
alright.
him away. I have
Let's go.
Mahomes in my
Yeah,
keeper
we-
league. And,
We
Shane's
we
league,
have
so
our
it's-
draft coming up in just about a half an hour. Very
Oh,
exciting.
I can't make it. I'm sorry.
Are you auto drafting?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll be there.
Well, Tyler's auto drafting, right?
I don't know. He's home
He's
now,
got the number
so
one pick.
He's got the number one
pick?
pick. How did that happen?
It's random.
Because I just
Timmy,
randomize it
you're
every
right,
year.
Timmy? You don't.
We just
set that.
randomize it every year. Yep.
So,
What
he's
was
at
the
number
big
one. Who's
controversy
Bubba
last
Booey?
year?
Is that Dugan's Bubba Booey, right?
Yeah.
We auto drafted last year.
Oh, right. And it was a big
Yes.
controversy.
Or
over
2
it.
years
Yes,
ago.
yeah.
I don't even know anymore.
No,
I
we
don't
drafted
even
last.
know.
No, it was. Yeah, it was last year. We don't draft. which is
Last year
horseshit.
was an auto draft. Yeah.
It was horseshit. Who's Bubba Booey? Oh, that's Aiden.
That's Bubba. Yeah.
He's got number 2.
Oh.
The fat kid here's got number 3.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
go.
All right.
All right. And then Hilton Garden, you got 4.
Oh, yes.
Let's go.
Voorhees, number 5.
that's me. 5.
Yeah.
Draft down 6.
Oh.
That's what she said. 7.
Oh.
That's got to
Dugan.
be Dugan, right?
Dugan's got 8.
Oh, that's 7. That's Steph.
Steph.
Steph is
okay.
that's what she said.
Steph has 7. Dugan's got 8. My wife has 9. And then Men at Work is 10.
Janina's 10. All right.
All right.
Oh,
So
boy.
I'm 4 on the clock. All right. Got it.
You're on the clock later.
I'm gonna spend the rest of the show reviewing the fantasy football.
So,
players.
you jumped, Billy, Notre Dame jumped from 7 to 5, right?
Oh,
you
I
guys
didn't see
5 in the
the
country
updated.
now? So you're 5
Sounds
in the
about
country.
right.
What's Michigan now, Scotty?
They stayed. I don't think they did.
Stayed the
I
same?
don't think they did anything. Yeah, I don't think they
Yeah,
did
so
anything.
Florida State got kicked out. That's a pleasure.
As they should have.
And
That's
we are
absolutely.
knocking on the door. AP has us 2 out of the top 25. We're like 27, unofficially 27.
Where's UMass on that? No, I'm just kidding.
You're in there. You're in the mix somewhere.
No way.
Like
We
some-
we got killed in our first game, I think.
Oh, did you? All right.
I thought we were
Yeah,
10
we
before.
we
Sorry.
lost
I take that
28 to
back.
14 in our first game.
Missouri bumped Michigan. So Michigan's actually went down. Even though they won, they went down. So they're 10th. Yeah.
10. Okay. 5, 10, 27. Interesting. All right.
Sounds like a wedding anniversary.
Who's excited for tomorrow night's game? Like
The Ravens and the Chiefs?
Yeah, like from a football standpoint, sure. I just I don't know if I can wrap my arms around. Yes,
Scotty's got a
yes,
hand.
from a football standpoint, yes. I just like the fact that they're probably going to three-peat is horrifying.
No,
Oh,
they're
it's
not.
awful.
Fucking
Oh.
stop it.
I think
Stop.
Baltimore might have something to say about that
Until they get to the
Tomorrow night?
A lot
playoffs.
of teams
All
in
right.
the AFC. They'll have something to say about that.
in the
And I
playoffs.
don't.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I'll say this about the Chiefs. Look, I give them credit, and they have an absolute dynasty. There's no question.
Yep.
But they've played a lot of football over the past 5 seasons. and there's not been a ton of turnover. You know what I mean? So they are going to wear down.
Yep.
You know, they run their mouths and they talk, you know, three-peat and they want the third and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And they have zero humble pie being served in, you know, Arrowhead or whatever it is called now. Or, you know, it will be there for much longer. But anyway, I think they wear down. I don't think they're going to be nearly as good. I mean, you have to remember the end of last season, they had to reinvent themselves. Right. And even Mahomes doesn't have the weapons that he's used to having.
Yep.
Well, not just Tyreek, but there's a lot of different weapons that have kind of come and gone now. So they're going to have to reinvent themselves. They had to before, where they ended up really turning into a defensive football team last year. Now, maybe they do that a little bit more, and they leaned on Pacheco a lot more starting like week 8 or so. And maybe they do that. You know, they just lost Clyde,
Hilaire. Yeah.
Like, not that he was a huge part, but, you know, he's, you know, still a weapon. So it'll be interesting. Do I think they make the playoffs? Yes. But if you look at even their division, I think got better. You know, I really do. And I think it'll be, I don't see them three-peating. I really don't.
All right. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. I think if Baltimore stays healthy, they're really
stays healthy
good.
and doesn't do what they did in the playoffs, which is like, oh, hey, we're the best running team in potentially in NFL history. Let's not run the football in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Good job, Harbaugh. What are you doing? I mean, they brought in Derrick Henry, and I think that's something that they've been missing. Lamar has been missing for sure. It's that hammer, you know, a closer. Like, remember we used to call Jerome Bettis, right, in Pittsburgh. He was the closer for them.
You know,
and he'd come in and, you know, win games, not against the Patriots in the playoffs, but he'd win games otherwise. And so I think bringing in someone like Derrick Henry is huge.
Yeah. Yep.
What's the betting odds that Tim gets Save Flowers
tonight?
Yeah.
If everyone behaves themselves, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Over under.
It's perfect. You kidding? He's all I got out there. There's nobody else really roaming around. AJ Dillon's hurt.
I yelled at an old man last night.
Dylan's out for the season, right?
I wouldn't touch AJ Dillon, and he's out for the season. Yeah, because Janina wants AJ Dillon, but he's out. So yeah, Say's really my only offensive weapon I can really pursue.
Flutie's not in the mix.
No, he's.
If there was a way he could get him, he would draft him.
1,000%. Oh, in the neighborhood draft, I shut you not. In the neighborhood draft, well after Flutie was retired, Mark Trainer, our commissioner, he would insert him back in by hand, and I would take him as my third quarterback. It was out of respect.
Maybe we can put Tommy Brady back in, and we can fight over him.
Probably not.
No. All right.
Have you heard of
Castellanos because he'll be available. He'll be in the portal. Don't forget.
Placed on Brady, by the way.
What's happening?
Have you heard the restrictions? Kaylee just said the same thing with Tom Brady, by the way.
Yeah.
The restrictions that the NFL is putting on him because he's trying to become an owner for the Raiders.
I thought it was only if he becomes the owner.
Correct.
And owner.
Yeah. If he does, there's he wouldn't, because when they go, right, to teams each week, you know, to get ready for the broadcast, they go into their meetings. Facility.
Yeah.
They go into they walk around, they're on the sideline during practices and stuff. And, you know, it would be just their NFL is the most secretive league ever. All right. You know, everyone's trying to steal stuff. So they're like, yeah, no, it's a huge competitive advantage. And they wouldn't let them do any of that, which is massive prep for, I don't know. It's, I understand why the NFL is doing it kind of, but at the same time, they might be going to a little bit of an extreme in regards to, you know, what they're actually restricting him to. It's actually a lengthy list. I won't get into all of it, but it's pretty insane how at this point, I think the NFL is like, pick one, right? Pick one.
1,000%. I think that's what they're doing. And so then, because honestly, I mean, Nostradamus, always wrong. I was the one that said he'll never get to the booth. I never thought he'd get to the booth. I thought he would at some point when he pushed it out, when it was like, oh, it's going to be in a couple of years. I'm like, oh, he's never really going to get there. Didn't see the Vikings broadcast. Was he good? Did anybody catch it? Like I guess he did a game. He did a game for Fox, and it was whatever. So, is he going to be good? He's going to be insightful for sure. Does he want to be in the booth more than he wants ownership of an NFL team? And I think just to fill his resume, I'd probably tell the bad haircut in Vegas, I'm going to sit this one out, and I'd go work at Fox just to build my cachet. And then when he truly wants to step away, and he's not going to pull a Howard Cosell and march it into the grave. But after a handful of years, when he's scratched that itch of doing the broadcasting thing, then he can put his hand back up. And
Didn't he sign a 10-year deal?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know. Okay. Oh, right. Contracts.
I'm not trying to poke holes in your story, Tim.
No. I know. Well, I know. No, but I'm saying, is he going to do all 10 years? I don't know. Who fucking knows? It's a contract. It's America. It's litigious. Nobody cares, right? Like he'll get out of it if he wants to. But let's assume fine. He broadcasts for 10 years. When he raises his hand again to say I'm back in and I'd like ownership, who wouldn't take him?
Of course.
Right?
Just wait.
And maybe even Jonathan Kraft is like, you know what? There's a seat at the table up in New England.
Right.
At that point. So I think he's going to bounce out on I don't know what outside of the fact it's Vegas and nightlife and he's single and all that kind of stuff, but like I couldn't sit in a boardroom with that haircut and be like, I'm going to battle with this guy. Like it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so questionable.
But that dude is so rich.
He's so rich.
Yeah. And this is always amazing to me. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, what is his name? Mark Davis? It's Mark Davis, right?
Mark Davis, yeah.
People with trillions of dollars have the worst haircuts. Like, what are we doing? Can you?
Because they don't care. They don't care.
It's unbelievable. Anyway, what were you going to say, Adam?
No, I was just going to say, I mean, Tommy already he's got a stake in the Las Vegas Aces, and he has a stake in a football club, too, over in England. And I think, doesn't he have an FS1 team, too? So, he's definitely dipping his toe into ownership. I don't know that he needs to have an NFL team on his, docket for the next 10 years. Timmy, I think you're probably right. I think he probably, goes, I'm not going to deal with these restrictions. Let me bounce. He wants to do a good job at Fox. Let me do it for a while, see if I like it. And then if I don't like it, I'll try and get into ownership. I don't think he does them simultaneously personally, but I don't know. I think it is understandable that the NFL put those restrictions on. And I think it makes a lot of sense for him to not want to deal with those restrictions. So I guess we'll see, but so
who knows? Predictions for the Patriots game. Exactly.
I'm gonna watch it on DVR, so I'll know at 1:15 when I go to Stop and Shop.
Oh boy.
Just kidding.
Shop.
I'm just joking.
Do they still have Stop and
Could
Shop?
I get half a pound of
Yeah, we still have a
capicola?
Stop and
Could
Shop.
I get a pound of bologna?
You don't have a Stop and Shop in Maine? What do you got?
No,
Hannaford's?
Maine is Hannaford country, dude. Maine's
okay.
Hannaford country.
My bad.
Maine's Hannaford country. Stop and Shop is very Massachusetts, dude.
What about Big Y? You got Big Y up there?
I don't know what that is.
Scotty, where do you go grocery shopping? Hannaford's?
They only have a population of like 1,000 people up there. How many grocery stores do you want them to have?
Now you're going Connecticut.
And all of them are related to Scotty. Oh.
The fuck?
I was just joking.
Jesus.
It's not West
Where do you go
Virginia.
grocery shopping?
Jeez.
Where do you go grocery shopping, Scotty?
It's usually Hannaford.
At his second cousin's house. He's married to her. Go ahead. Where?
What the fuck just happened here?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody got angry.
I didn't think it was West Virginia up there.
I think I'm gonna say Uncle Duke shops at Hannaford's. That's my guess.
Hannaford's. I think that's what
It's Hannaford. Yeah, we typically shop at Hannaford.
We're Hannaford.
I like Hannaford's. I wish I could shop.
Love
Hannaford,
Hannaford's.
and
Love
every
it.
once in a while we'll go into Shaw's when we're feeling adventurous.
Oh, Shaw's is good too. I like Shaw's too.
Yep. Predictions.
More of a Stop and
Patriots.
Shop Big Y guy, but that's because that's all they
I'll
have
go
down
last.
here, so.
You guys go ahead. I'll go last.
All right, predictions for the Patriots. What do we got? Round the horn. Adam.
All right. I'm going to go. I hate to pick against the Patriots, but it's going to be a long season.
Get used to it.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome to the show.
I'm gonna say 17-10 Cincinnati.
Oh.
Wow.
I think that might be my first ever pick
Taking
against the
the
Patriots
under.
on this show.
And they're covering.
28-24 Cincinnati. Brissett
Wow.
gets hurt on the first series. Drake May throws 3 touchdowns.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow. All right. Rubber Shoes has got it all figured out. Let's go.
Timmy.
I think your new gang nickname is going to be Gummy Bear because you got to be popping something over there to be at 28-24. Holy
Never in my life.
shit, Barbara. Oh my God. 28-24.
Still have them losing.
Gummy Bear.
Yeah.
Oh my
35-13 Cincinnati.
God. Wow. Wow. You think our defense is that bad?
Yes.
Dang. All right.
And Jamar Chase just started practicing today.
Yep. Listen. Don't ask then. Don't ask me to do my predictions.
No, I like it. I like it.
You asked us.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not
35-13.
All right.
21-20 Patriots.
Ooh,
Wow,
I love it.
he
I
had
love
to
this,
do it.
Scotty. I love this.
had
I
to
don't
do it.
go against the
Do you
Patriots.
think?
I love it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think I'm ever going to pick maybe against the
You
49ers?
I feel bad about myself, but I just did. I feel bad about myself.
I
That's
don't.
all right.
I love
guess
it.
it
I'll
depends
low
how
smoke
much
the shit out of the Patriots all year, and I'm fine with that. I did actually. Billy did steal a little bit of my thunder, though. I was going to be like that. Jacoby Brissett got injured right before half, and then May comes like trotting out. And they didn't score any points in the first half, and they rallies them. He scores 3 touchdowns.
You guys love Drake. I love it.
Yeah,
But here's my question.
And then Scotty and I both go out. We both go out and get real May jerseys after this weekend.
At Modell's, of course. Yep.
Modell's.
I don't know what that is.
You know what Modell's is?
No,
What?
we don't have
my
that up
God.
here
We
either.
never made
Oh
it
my
up to
God.
Maine.
Oh my God.
We've
It
been
never
talking
did.
about
I think I've
Modell's for
seen
3
one.
years.
I've never been in one.
It's
I think I've
Dick's
seen
Dick's Sporting's Good, basically.
From Massachusetts, yeah. From Massholes.
They
Yeah.
had it in
No, they
Connecticut
were
for a
out of
little
New
while.
York, I think.
Oh, were they out of
Yeah,
New
they
York?
had it-
All right.
yeah, they had it
in New
around
York.
here
That's
They still
right.
have
for a
some.
little
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So
You order
we're
your stuff
protect-
online, Scotty. You're fine.
if we're protecting Drake May by having Jacoby play, when Jacoby gets injured, as you both say, and it's certainly a possibility because he's already dinged up, right? If Jacoby gets knocked out of game 1, why do we not go to Joe Milton?
Because Mayo's already said that Drake May is the
Backup.
backup.
Okay.
And he literally said the words, if Jacoby Brissett gets hurt, Drake May will be the quarterback.
Oh, all
For
right.
as long as, Jacoby can't go.
Okay.
My prediction is that Jacoby Brissett wins us 12 games this year, gets a $100 million contract, and then gets knocked out in game 4 next year, and Drake May comes in and saves the day.
Wow.
And then
Someone
leads us
in
to
their
6
right
more
mind-
world championships.
You know the Patriots don't pay players, right? So why are they giving Jacoby Brissett freaking $100
Well, they
million?
used to. They gave Drew Bledsoe. You didn't get my parallel there, Rubber Shoes, or no? I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I'm sorry.
Well, actually, I guess week 2, though. They get knocked out, not week 4.
Oh, week 2. Sorry, not week 4. Okay, my bad.
Even though they skipped a week because of September 11th. But
Right.
You lost me with they paid Jacoby Brissett $100 million. That's where you lost me.
Yeah. That's
I don't
That's-
actually think that's going to happen.
certainly a question mark. We're going to give everybody a chance to go grab a snack or a drink or hit the ladies'
Oh,
room.
yum.
We are
Let's go.
we're wrapping up this show. We will be back next week for Corey, who's in hair and makeup, for Rubber Shoes, and Adam and Uncle Dukes. We are the ATB show, brought to you by our dear friends. What's up, Uncle Dukes? What's happening?
sorry, is there a Zoom?
There is a Zoom. I'm not going to give it out here because we don't want one person charging the room. So
Easy, Kaylee. Easy,
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Don't come
She-
into the Zoom.
She already has
All right.
it. Cheryl already has it. It's fine. We'll be
I
back
just
at it
didn't know if
next
there was.
week.
I was,
Yeah,
making sure
we'll be
that,
back. Yes, stay in the green room as we wrap up the show. I'll tell you where to go.
Okay. I just,
Uh,
I aired dirty business. Dirty business. Nope. That's not
Oh.
it.
Nope.
You
That's
can stop
that's
now.
the pool
Anytime.
girl. That's the pool girl.
Anytime.